Hello everyone. So today we are wiring up or putting the pins on this Arduino. It's a Wemos D1 mini that I ordered off of Amazon. It's pretty simple really, even if you haven't done any soldering before. So out of the box it comes with these different pins. Some long-legged female jumpers, some short ones and some male ones. We need to take the male ones and we need to solder them onto the bottom of the D1 like this. See how they're on there? But if you was to put this down and start trying to solder it, it moves around quite a lot, so there's a nice little trick for that. We're going to take a breadboard. This is a breadboard. We're going to align it on here and we're going to put the pins in the board like this. Sometimes it can be quite hard to get some in there, but don't worry about that. Just push them in. Closer look at the board. Put it into B and into I as well. And you take your little board, and that can be slot on there nice and easily, giving you a secure base to do your soldering on. Doesn't move around now. Okay, so now that you've put your board and the pins into the breadboard, I suppose it's now time that we need to get this soldered up. Now don't worry, it's really not that hard. You're going to need a soldering iron, which I've got here. It's set to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to need some soldering wire as well. Let's zoom in. And it's really very simple. If you just heat the solder, it isn't going to go anywhere. So you need to heat the surface where you want the solder to flow. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our soldering iron and we're going to place it here. See how the point just pushes? And it's touching both the board and the pin. What we're going to do is we're going to take our soldering iron and solder, place it down for a second and push it in. See how there's a nice little bead now? We can just move on to the next one. Same again. And just repeat that for every single pin. I'm by no means a good solderer, but it's very easy to do once you've figured out the technique. Now I'm right-handed, and I always find it easier to have the board on my right, the pins on my right hand side that I am soldering. So I'm going to turn this around now, and I'm going to bring these pins over here, and we're going to do the same again. I'm just going to clean off the tip of my soldering iron here, just to make sure it's all nice and clean. And we're going to go in again. Heat for a second, push it in, and it will flow to where you need it to flow. Oh, that one messed up, see? No one's perfect. Just one more to go now. Oh, need a little bit more on that last one. And that's it, it's all done. Now, just give it a little blow, make sure it's done. If you just wiggle it, not too hard, don't want to break it, you know. Just wiggle it out of the board. And now you have wired-in your pins perfectly straight into your D1 Wemos Mini. This now means that you can use the female adapters with a prototype board, and you can use these as an interface to plug your D1 in very easily and maintain it as you want. I hope that helped. Subscribe and like. Thank you very much.